sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the outskirts of the nation's capital. It's Northwest Stadium in Landover, the home of the Commanders. The kicker, Blake Grupe, set to start it. And off we go from just outside our nation's capital. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10. First carry for the versatile Austin Eckler. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's a 2nd and 6. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Another run here for Robinson. And he's going to have that first down across midfield and down to the 46-yard line.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
Blitz coming, he'll throw it. Taking the deep shot here with Robinson.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
Fighting for the goal line. He lost the football. It's out. The Saints have got it. Wow, you think you have moved it down the field with a terrific passing catch. But got to finish the play. And on the turnover, the defense takes over.
You work so hard, Mike, to execute the play the way it's designed, and you come up with a huge, explosive play in the pass game, only to then lose it because of poor ball security. That's exactly what we saw here. Give credit to the defense forcing that ball out, but it's a shame that it came at the end of what was a big offensive play.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Shaheed in motion. To throw, it's Rattler. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
This play is actually really well defended here. But I'll tell you, Mike, as you know, my philosophy is the tight end is always open, and this just supports my case.
It's going to be pulled in by Dowdle. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion. What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
3rd and 5. Throwing is Rattler. Now a screen set up for Miller. Good-looking screen play there. A gain of 11 and a 1st down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
Rattler now back to throw. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Throwing now is Rattler. Sending it deep for Waddle. That is brought in. And he will score. Jalen Waddle. Touchdown, New Orleans. His 12th touchdown of the year. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
After the touchdown, it's Groupie to kick this one away. Austin Eckler now to return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. That's going to be intercepted. That's the linebacker, Pete Werner. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
For these young rookie quarterbacks, every snap in the NFL is an opportunity to have a lesson learned, and sometimes the lessons come a little bit harder than others. In this case, they kind of fool them with their blitz package. It's a little bit more complex at the NFL level than it is necessarily in college, and I think he just got a first-hand taste of just how fast this pressure can get on you, and sometimes when it speeds up that...
Well covered on the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Derek Forrest. And the Commanders are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
He's going to keep it himself.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on first down.
It's a give up the middle to Robinson. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
This offense has to be thrilled, Mike, with the success they've had here on the ground in this opening quarter. Now as the rest of the game unfolds, everything in the game plan continues to open up.
Back to throw. Throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete. Chris Godwin, the receiver he was looking for. It's second down. A shotgun snap. He'll look nowhere to go. He is taken down. That's Carl Granderson in there to record the sack. So they'll talk over what to do on this third down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. The Saints out on top. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. So backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long. They'll look to throw. He's got his man, completes a Pearsall. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. He'll drop to throw. That one to the sideline and incomplete, and a penalty flag now comes in late. Maybe no receiver in the area on that one. He'll look to throw. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
Pass caught by Pearsall. And he will go all the way. Ricky Pearsall, touchdown Commanders. On now, Cade York for the point after. His kick is good. And the Commanders will level things out at 7 apiece. We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Shaheed in motion. Look to hit him with a jet sweep here to begin this drive. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Once you see that guy coming across the formation pre-snap, Mike, you have to be thinking jet sweep instantly. It's just such a dangerous play that always has the potential for this type of yardage, especially when he wins that race to the end.
That'll be intercepted. We saw it earlier, the defense on the quarterback with the earlier interception. And now, Greg, not only do they pick him, they turn it into a pick six.
And, Mike, the reality is this has just been a bad first half throwing the football. I mean, not only is it a second interception, but this time the defense gets their hands on the ball, and they're able to take it all the way back for the pick six.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's Rattler. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down. Now they'll set up to throw. They'll try to hit him with a screen. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Here comes 3rd and 6. Looking to throw, Rattler. Sending it deep for Waddle. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. Third down stop sets up fourth down. Whoa! And he'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He'll get rid of it and complete it. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a first down. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He's got his man, Devontae Adams. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Washington Commanders first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
To the air now on 1st and 10. He's going to run it. And he's going to be taken down, but not until he reaches the 20-yard line.
There was a lot of questions surrounding this quarterback about whether his style of play from college would transfer to the NFL game. Well, his ability to create with his legs certainly has here today. We see it with his ability to escape pressure out of the pocket, and he's able to pick up the first down. So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with the lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up third down.
They've moved the ball well here, but now face 3rd and 2. Now, faking the give. To the goal line and in. Ben Sinnott. Touchdown, Washington. York now for the extra point. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out, so they'll take over at the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Now Rattler gonna throw. The coverage too strong that time. The ball batted away and incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot. You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And it's a very nice return. He is giving the offense a short field.
At the Saints' 48-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing.
Once the quarterback gets flushed out of the pocket, Mike, he has to make a split-second decision. Does he remain a passer and give his guys time downfield to work open? Or does he turn into a runner and just try to pick up some positive yards with his legs? I think in this case, the extra time paid off. Remained a passer, found an open target downfield, and he's able to get the ball to him.
And he's into the end zone. Ryan Robinson. Touchdown, Commanders. Now it's York for the PAT. It's up and good. And the Commanders add on one more as they extend their 2nd quarter lead. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. They'll set up the receiver screen with Waddle. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
In a lot of offenses, Mike, these quick passes to the wide receivers really fall under the run category. Of course, they're going to go down as a forward pass, but to a lot of offensive coordinators in the league, it's a lot easier to pick up 1st and 2nd down yardage on these quicks than it is to turn around and hand it off to your running back and count on blocking everybody.
To throw, it's Rattler. He lets one go, looking for Shaheed.
So the defense comes out in a cover 2 shell. What that means, Mike, is the 2 safeties are going to split the field in half. One guy has one half, and the other guy has the other. There are abilities to get down the middle of the field, especially if you have speed. But really where you can attack it is they don't have enough guys to defend all of the underneath zones. And if you run the right concepts with the right quarterback, you can pick them apart.
He's going to dial up another deep ball. That's caught! And he will score! Jalen Waddle, touchdown Saints. So 2 touchdowns for him in this one. Numbers 12 and 13 on the year. Third down. My focus, Greg, was on picking up the first down. Forget that. They go down the field and in the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah, and I don't think it was just your focus, Mike. I think in this case, it was the defense's focus. They're so worried about where that first down marker was that they allowed them to get that ball up and over the top for the deep strike touchdown.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Back to throw here to begin the drive. That'll be caught by the running back, Robinson. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down.
That's good for Washington. First down. First and 10.
They'll throw out of the gun. He keeps it himself.
The key to a good quarterback scramble, Mike, is knowing when it's time to go from a thrower to a runner. And that's exactly what we saw here. Doesn't get the first down, but he's able to pick up some really positive yards and then get out of bounds.
Throwing now from the gun. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
And he's going to be hit and dropped right away. That's great coverage there. Winds up with nothing on the return. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Throwing now is Rattler. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle. So we've hit halftime here in the home team. The Commanders are out on top as we get you down to Florida. Orlando specifically. It's where the coach is. Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10. That's an RPO quickly into the hands of Waddle. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Second and 7. Rattler now back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Even though it doesn't result in a sack, when you dial up the right pressure at the right time, Mike, sometimes that's all it takes to lead to that incompletion. The timing is just a little off between the quarterback and his intended target, and the ball falls incomplete.
And for a third time today, he's intercepted. That's the veteran linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, Mike, I think it's pretty clear what the message was by this head coach at halftime. He said, listen, guys, we're behind. We're trailing. We're going to come out early in this second half and be aggressive from the get-go and cut into this deficit. But oftentimes, reckless decision-making, over-aggressive play calling leads to turnovers. Now, this defense finds themselves heading back out onto the field a little earlier than expected, but they need to hold serve and keep this score right where it is. Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
We'll try again. It's second and 10. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Trying to make a play out of the pocket. Couldn't do it. It's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie out of Southern California.
You know, Mike, I like the mindset of this offensive coordinator. He's saying, listen, I'm not looking to preserve this lead. I'm looking to extend my lead. Now, that aggressive play calling in this case led to the turnover. Now your defense has to take the field. Can they bail you out and keep this lead unchanged prior to their next possession?
And that keeps them ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
A terrific run there, all the way down to the 30-yard line.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. Next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down. Motioning the tight end, Jones. The second down throw is incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting fourth down decision. Throwing is Rattler. That is caught at the 3. And he will score. Touchdown, New Orleans. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His first NFL touchdown. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
After the touchdown, it's Groupie to kick this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He's got the tight end, Adam Troutman.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the
and he did a pretty good job there to get back to the line of scrimmage as he's chased out of bounds.
That's a lot of work for no gain. You risk taking a shot there if you're the quarterback the longer you hold on to the ball. But there was nothing there. Good job to the defense shutting that one down.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. To the left side, to Godwin. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
Every team in the league practices these situations every single day. That's a critical 3rd down, Mike. So now with this fresh set of downs, they got to just take a deep breath. Now you're really not so much playing against your opponent as much as you are playing against this clock. Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Now they'll set up to throw. To the outside, it's brought in by Adams. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the 1st down.
And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike, I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Back to throw. That's a short one caught by Sinnott. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, we sit up here all the time and we try to break down why certain plays work or don't work. Well, this one's not real tricky. I mean, he just simply needs to catch the ball. I mean, that close to the 1st down chain, if he just catches that ball and turns upfield, they extend this drive. He's got to come over to the sideline, take a deep breath, tell his guys, hey, man, that's on me. And he's got to go out and make that next play because his team's going to need him to play better as the rest of this game continues. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. Here's Rattler. Quick throw, taken in. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. So, 3 quarters now in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Looking to throw, Rattler. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Shaheed in motion. Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
Critical 3rd down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the 4th quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
Now Rattler going to throw. A pass taken in by Miller. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what everything...
Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds. So no turnover, and it's actually going to wind up a first down. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
Shaheed in motion. Here comes the jet sweep.
When they called that sweep, Mike, obviously they're thinking, let's pick up the first down. They didn't quite get to the chains, but I think they're going to be pretty happy with that game.
They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. Out of the gun, that's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked up by Derek Forrest. And the Commanders are going to get the football here as it'll come out to the 20. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll go again with Robinson. And he's up past the 35. Got a first down. Putting down at the 37.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
On first down, right back to Robinson. And the defense was ready for him this time. Did not have the same room to run. That one's no gain. On 2nd down, it's a run with Robinson. trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackled for the loss of a yard.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on third down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's third down. He gets this complete, finding Adams. That pass play good for 22. Good for a Commander's first down. On the give, it's Robinson. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard. 2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. 2nd and 11. They'll drop to throw. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield. And we'll see a timeout used by the defense, stopping it right out of the break. 1:57 to go in the game. This a must-stop for this defense, facing 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
They'll come up for 1st and 10. To throw, it's Rattler. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down. He'll look to throw. He lets one go. Looking for Shaheed. That one broke it up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up 3rd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball. And that's what you call a wasted series. They come out here and they decide, we're just going to air it out. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down. All 3 incompletions. And now it brings up 4th down. And barring some crazy decision here to keep your offense on the field, you're going to find yourself right back on the sideline.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And he's going to go down. The pressure, once again, too much. And that should wrap this one up.
So the key to this 4th down stop defensively was their ability to flush the quarterback out of the pocket. Anytime you can do that, you shrink the field, you limit the quarterback's options, and in this case, he can't find anyone, and ultimately, he goes down for a huge 4th down stop. They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. Throw, left side, complete to Pearsall. He is in. Ricky Pearsall, touchdown, Washington. That his second touchdown of the afternoon. York, good on the extra point. And the Commanders will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Rattler. Shaheed with the catch. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. They'll look to throw. Catch made there by Waddle. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4. Rattler now back to throw. 10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the first down. Saints going to use their 2nd timeout, and they stop it with 22 ticks left on the clock here in the 4th. Throwing is Rattler. And this time the rush gets home, and down he goes. New Orleans' 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time, but contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Sending it deep for Waddle. That is hard. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. They do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. They get the job done in the air. Greg, that is a play we see often. It's also a play we see work very often.
Mike, that 4 vertical route, it puts a ton of pressure on the secondary. But in order to do that, you have to give your quarterback time for those receivers to get downfield. Give credit to the offensive line. That's exactly what they did. They're able to take advantage for the strike.
Looking to double up here, score the touchdown. They want more. They're lining up for an onside kick. Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away.
Well, we knew, Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this, score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's all but over.
Here we go. One final play. That is caught downfield by Pearsall. And they are going to add 6 more here at the end. Stay tuned for the coach's handshake. It might not be the friendliest. That late touchdown extends the margin of victory here on the game's final play. So it's a win here for the Commanders. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. That is the difference in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Commanders are winners, as we say so long from just outside our nation's capital.